Yeah, I've been at it again. As you can see, I have collected yet another Turk Mauser. 1893 model. This one was converted to 8mm in 1936 at the Ankara Arsenal in Turkey. Been cleaning it for like the last 3 hours. Really wasn't that bad as far as much as some Turks can go. But it definitely needed a lot of scrubbing. Not entirely done yet with it either. There's more yet to go. Now this one originally had the cutoff, the cartridge cutoff on it. You can see that's been done away with over here. They filled it in and got rid of it. During the conversion in the 1930s, the Turks were making an effort to convert all of their remaining military rifles to the same basic pattern. This was originally a 7.65 action. You can see where they kind of cut it open there and made room to fit the 8mm cartridge, the regular 7.92mm Mauser. Not matching number. Sometimes you find them matching, most of the time you don't. And you can see here we have a repair to the stock. This area right in here. That's all been, I don't know if you can really see it there, but that's kind of nailed in there. All in here. Little nails, tacks, something to hold it in. That's how they repaired them. And we have another back here. Little crack in the buttstock. They fixed this by adding a second screw to the butt plate. You don't see that too often. So now we have 3 screws on the butt plate. This obviously is an original Turk stock from the 1890s. Later on they went to the pistol grip stock. It's not straight anymore, but this is still a straight stock. And it's in surprisingly decent shape inside the bore. No major surprises in there. It passed headspace with flying colors. Matter of fact, it was one of the best ones I've seen for headspace. When I had the headspace gauge in there, the handle wouldn't close more than that. That's pretty good. It was so good, in fact, I actually checked it with the go gauge just to make sure it wasn't a little too tight. But you don't never really know what you're going to get when you don't have matching numbers on the bolt. It could be anything. It could be a total dead fail. It could be too tight. And we got the original markings there on the other side. These are all pre-1898 rifles and are perfectly legal to purchase without the use of an FFL. But very often you'll find people thinking because they say 1936 and 1938 or 19 whatever that they are modern rifles when in fact they are not. This receiver was made in Germany between, let's see, probably 1893 to 1896, I believe, somewhere in there. It's German-made receiver. Actually, most of the parts of this rifle are German-made, except the barrel. The Turks did rebarrel these when they converted to the larger ammunition. And we do have a bayonet for this. Typical. Let's see if I can get that out there. You can see it. This is a typical Turkish bayonet. Usually find these on Gun Broker for about 25 bucks or so. I don't know. That's the serial number on there, but let's see if I can focus in on it. You would see the Turkish markings. Come on. The camera doesn't want to focus. Not enough light on the subject, I guess. What you'll see there, though, is an ASFA. That's the Turkish mark, same as the rifle. Sometimes you'll find a crescent moon on there someplace. They vary. Like everything else the Turks were producing for their military at that time, there's a lot of variation. They used what they had. You'll find Turkish Mausers made from everything from Enfield rifle actions, Mosin actions, any kind of Mauser action, didn't matter what it was. See if we got a couple little crescent moons on here. You just see, oh yeah, there we go. There's a crescent moon. You see that? You have a Turkish weapon. There's another one under there. Had to scrub a lot of grease out of that stock. It can be pretty grimy. Oh yes, of course, we also have, I meant to demonstrate this, the ammunition. It's Open that up. Insert. Now, see how that bullet tip clears right there? That's what that cutout is for. Didn't really have to be as large as they made it, but it works. That was to convert to the standard 8mm Mauser round, as you see here. This is not Turkish ammunition, this is actually Yugoslavian. Same thing, doesn't really matter. You can see how tight the bore is here. That's as far as that'll penetrate in there. That at least is a quick and dirty way of checking out the muzzle, the crown of the bore there. If it goes in all the way up to here, you got a pretty well worn one. Sometimes they got a little carried away with the cleaning methods on these and scrubbed the hell out of them with the cleaning rods, and that really makes a mess of things. Anybody who's had experience with the Russian Mosins has seen similar problems. I guess that about covers it. The latest 1893 Turkish Mauser. I can't seem to resist these for some reason. When I see them selling cheaply, I usually do grab them. Must have about 5 or 6 of them now, besides the regular KKLs and the 1938s and all the other shit that I got in there for Turks. Okay, that's nice. One last peek of the markings there. And I can't get it to focus. How nice. Oh well, that'll do it.